Good morning. It's day 14, I believe. We have about 6 days left. We are at Grouse Meadows, and we've had some deer activity this morning. As a matter of fact, I see one across the meadow. We just had one probably about 20-30 feet from our camp. She didn't even care that we were here. I think she might even still be on the other side of the rocks. But hey, there's another one across the field there. Maybe that's who she was looking at. Yeah, I don't know if I can zoom in that far or not. I'll try. Let me see if I can turn this around. Last night we saw a doe and her baby, and just about where I'm standing right now was a doe just a few minutes ago, just over here eating. Wait, here, she's still over here. She just took off, bouncing across the meadow. They don't seem to care too much. They're not too scared. I mean, they're cautious, but they're not like super skittish. It's really beautiful out here. So it was a good camp spot last night. We cut it kind of short yesterday because we kind of started to try and consider the fact that we're about to go over Mather Pass, and we want to set ourselves up to go over it early in the day instead of late. So yesterday was about a 9-ish, a little over 9 miles, and today's going to be about the same. And that'll set us up for about 2.5 miles before we go over Mather the following day. We have about 6 days left. That doe's crossing she's crossing the river right now. I don't know how they do that. That's some cold water. Sunshine and the professor both got in the water last night, and I'm too chicken. The water's just too cold for me. This Florida boy is not getting in that cold water, not all the way. I did do some bathing in it, I'm not getting in it all the way. My body can't handle it. But yeah, so we've eaten breakfast. Sunshine's got a little bit of a migraine going on, so Giggles is trying to help her out with her massage techniques. And we want to make sure everybody stays good and healthy. That's about it. We're kind of taking our time packing up this morning, and we'll be heading out on the trail here soon. I think we're looking to make camp at Upper Palisade Lake campsite, so we'll see you up the trail. We are currently climbing the Golden Staircase. Our friends, Sunshine and the Professor, leaving us in the dust. I don't know, we're probably maybe a quarter way up by now, but it's quite the staircase. Can't forget to look behind you and see where you came from. So we had decided earlier that we are not going to go all the way to Mather today because of this, because we're getting such a late start on the staircase. So tomorrow we'll have about 2.5 miles to Mather in the morning, which will make it a little easier, hopefully. Hi there. Thank you.
No problem.
So.
You vlogging?
Yeah. Say hi.
Hello.
What's your name?
Zuko.
Zuko. All right. So you're coming down. You've already been to the top.
Yes, sir.
You're going down the staircase. Do you have any idea why when they built this they didn't just put an elevator in?
You know, a zip line would be really cool.
That would be cool.
Imagine.
All the way down there? What a
yeah.
zip line that would be.
For sure.
Yeah, no pain, no gain, right?
True.
Happy hiking.
Happy trails. Take care. Oh man, there's an incredible waterfall up here. I hate looking up because you just say to yourself, I still have that far to go. But then you look down and you see where you came from, and it's like, well, I've already come this far. It did look like it was going to rain for a little bit, but those clouds passed. So now it's fairly clear, a little cloudy, but the wind is blowing, it's cooling us off. The sun isn't beating us down. So right now we're getting a little bit of a break, except for the climbing part. All right, I'll put this camera away. See you guys at the top. Not hard.
Look, to all my clients and my mama, I'm staying close to the inside, I promise.
This is pretty sketchy.
It's pretty steep off the edge there. You could definitely die here. Yeah.
All right.
Moving on.
Moving on. Oh yeah. These are some really tight switchbacks. Oh my God. Look, no fires beyond this point, which means we have climbed from way down there, which was around 8,000 something. And we're still climbing. Still climbing. Still climbing. Still climbing. So we're a little less than a mile from Upper Palisades campsite where we're staying tonight. It has not rained hard. It's been raining, but more like a heavy sprinkle. We heard thunder one time, so decided it would be smart to put on the rain jackets. It's again, as usual, absolutely beautiful. So that's lower Palisades Lake. I'll see if I can switch this around so you can see a little better and keep my hand off the camera. But there, Beagles is ahead of me. Just a few big sprinkles falling here and there. Nothing crazy yet. Does look like it picks up a little bit ahead of us up near where we're going to be camping. Looks like it might be raining a little heavier. Let's see. We thought we were done climbing to get to the campsite, and then all of a sudden we hit switchbacks again, and we're like, what in the... And then it took us up to this ridge along this mountain here, and now we're actually finally getting closer to Upper Palisades. Ooh, this is okay. All right, things are a little wet, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera away. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so we made it to the Upper Palisades campsite just in time. We got everything set up because there were some really dark clouds coming over the top of the mountain, and as you can hear and see, it is raining. We've had a little bit of thunder. Forecast says it's supposed to rain till around 8. I don't know. At least we're hunkered down. We got everything in the tent. We did not get to eat dinner, and at this point probably won't. So we will eat dinner for breakfast. And I guess maybe it just kind of works out because we're not going over Kearsarge to resupply. So I guess it's kind of a win-win. So that's it for day 15. I think I said 14 earlier in one of the videos, but I think I was wrong. Today's day 15. 6 days to Whitney from now. Oh. Not a bad day. Golden Staircase was awesome. Just gorgeous. So, all right, that's it for today. We'll see you guys in the morning. Bye. Good morning. It is day 16 on the John Muir Trail. Rained last night. Tent was pretty wet from condensation this morning. Surprisingly enough, the outside of the tent had dried overnight. The inside just had quite a bit of condensation, which we just kind of aired the tent out and wiped it down with a cloth. We're packed up and moving on. Professor, Sunshine are still back at camp, kind of airing things out, getting things. They have a lot more equipment than we do, so it takes them a little longer to get packed up. We are about 2-ish miles from Mather Pass, our first 12,000 footer. So we're gonna grind this out, shoot for 10.7, I believe, today. And that should set us up for an early pass again. Then we're gonna have to consider how hard we want to push the next day, because we have a total of 4 passes to finish, and I think 6 days. So we may have to push a 12, 13 mile day on one of the days. I don't know. We don't know. We haven't really figured out exactly where that would fit in. And we also want our summit day to be pretty light. So just kind of between the 4 of us working that out still. We had a young buck come into the campsite twice last night. Once I was down by the river, and then next thing you know, I turned around and he's probably 10 feet from me. Didn't really run. He's he knew I was there, but he just kind of went about his business. And then he came back through camp again after we had come back up. Really pretty. Probably like a 6-point, maybe. Young buck with fur on his antlers. But both times he came through camp, he didn't really care about us much. He just went about his business. Anyway, so we camped around 10,000-ish last night, and we're headed up around 12 and a little over 2.5 miles from camp. So we're gonna knock this out, and we'll see you up the trail. All right, we made it to the top of Mather Pass. What a climb, but this view, oh my God. Look at this view. If you look, you can see the trail down there. So we've got some switchbacks, and then it looks like a lot easier going down. It looks like a lot easier going down than it did coming up. It's pretty hard coming up, a lot of rocks. We all got here about the same time because these guys are like rocket ships.
I don't even understand.
Fly up the mountain.
Sure does not feel like it.
And 20 years younger than us. That matters.
It doesn't matter.
Yes,
I've
it
seen a
does.
lot of older people flying faster than us.
I have a hurt foot. I have a hurt foot.
You guys are amazing. John.
Well,
That's all you
we're
said.
getting there at the end of the day for sure.
It is beautiful. Did you say I am a machine? Yes, he is. He is a machine. The professor's a machine.
Professor the machine. Oh,
He's
did
the
Yeah, let's do.
the what?
Huh?
What?
Having snow.
Oh yeah, snack time. Okay, I'm gonna get off this thing. Greetings. It is the end of day, I don't even know what day it is. 16? 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe. I don't know, something like that. We went over Mather today. Early. And then dipped down. And then came up and started the ascent into Pinchot
How
Pass.
was Mather?
Huh?
How was Mather?
Mather was awesome.
Was it challenging?
All the passes are challenging. Yes, Mather was challenging. We are at Lake Marjorie tent site. It's very, very windy and it's very cold. As you can see, the tent is caving in on my head, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments here in a minute. Anyway, it was a long day. I had a rough day, a little bit of a headache for a little while. My energy level was just kind of low. It's just a rough day for me. Giggles, on the other hand, had a very strong day.
Except for
what?
my new blister and my
Oh,
foot
except
being
she has
broken.
now another new blister, and her foot's been bothering her the whole time, pretty much.
About a week and a half.
But she's been powering through it. I had some issues with my right Achilles. I had it since I had it since we started, but toward the end of the day, it's pretty rough. When I wake up in the morning and it's not that bad.
I'm bad.
She's bad. She's hurt bad. She says she's hurt bad, but she's just powering through it anyway. That's it. Tomorrow, we go over Pinchot pretty early. We only have about 2 miles to go over it. We're going to try and push about 12 tomorrow, so it's going to be another tough day. We are done for the day, retiring. Adios. Good night.